Hello, Howie with PokemonKing.com here, and due to popular demand, I'm going to start doing a little bit of a mini battle series where I'm going to allow fans of the channel and of the Facebook page and of the website to go ahead and do some battles with me. I'm going to post the results. Hopefully I learn a little bit of something, hopefully you learn a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. I'm really excited, and I hope you are too. This is battle number 1, and I'm battling against a gentleman named Brian. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of his team. Okay, I asked for a UU battle, I will say that, and I do see he has several OU Pokemon on his team. But that's fine. We'll just roll with it. It's not that big of a deal. This is just battle number 1. I haven't competitively battled in a long time. And because of that, if I can get my phone to work, I'm not expecting these battles to be super great right off the bat, but they will get better. One more thing to keep in mind, subscribe to the channel. Every 2 weeks, twice a month, I'm going to send out a free copy of Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire to 1 subscriber. So you want to make sure you'll subscribe to the channel. Okay, we got a picture of his team. Looks like we're going to lead off. What should we lead off with? Probably the Jirachi, like I usually do. Chinaware, and then we'll let everyone else fall into line after that. We'll see how it goes. Although, he is starting with the Mamoswine, isn't he? Maybe I should. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. If he does start with Mamoswine, I'll U-turn. Ow. Okay. So common weaknesses, looks like ice, fighting, and it's actually a pretty well built team aside from that. I don't see a lot that we can really take advantage of. Maybe ground too, to a certain extent. So he does lead off with the Mamoswine like I thought he would. I'm definitely going to outspeed though, so I can either go for Iron Head. I could Stealth Rock. Could Stealth Rock. If he Stealth Rocks, I can 2-hit KO with Iron Head. I also have a chance of flinching. So it's probably a 50-50 chance he goes for Stealth Rock or Earthquake, and a 30% chance he's going to flinch from Iron Head. So the odds are actually better in my favor if I run Iron Head to 2-hit KO him than for him to run Earthquake and kill me. So we're going to go with Earthquake and see what happens. Let me change the size of the screen here. Oh, he runs Protect. This must be... I'm actually a little bit new to the 6th generation metagame. As a result of that, I did not foresee a Protect coming. I don't know if that's standard on Mamoswine, something that happens quite a bit. If I would have known that, I would have ran Stealth Rock. Doesn't really change my decision. I think I'm going to U-turn at this point, though. I'm going to U-turn. See if he goes out to something different. And he stays in, so to me that implies that he is going to run Earthquake. It's either Earthquake or Stealth Rock, and either way, I think my best play at this point is to go off into Puppeteer, which is my Hydreigon. And he does go for the Earthquake, which I thought he might, and we get, obviously, since we have Levitate, that's not going to do any damage. So the next thing I'm going to do... I'm going to attack, but what with? I think Fire Blast is the best move, because he does have, now that I'm looking at, 3 Pokemon that are weak to it, and he might not see it coming. He might anticipate the Draco Meteor. Draco Meteor would be, no. Fire Blast is the right play. We're going to Fire Blast. He is going to Ice Shard just to try to get some chip damage off. I'm not mad about... Ooh, wow. That did a lot more than I thought it might. And... Welcome back to competitive battling. Howie from PokemonKing.com. I miss the Fire Blast, and I cannot stand and take another Ice Shard because I cannot lose my Puppeteer this early in the battle. With that information, knowing he has to go for Ice Shard, I have to switch. And I have to switch. I'm going to go into Blastoise is what I'm going to do, because he'll take it really well, and he can also take an Earthquake pretty well too. And I'm fairly certain I can one-hit KO with Hydro Pump. So that's what we'll do. I don't think he has anything that really appreciates taking a Hydro Pump now that I'm looking at it. aside from maybe his... okay, so he has 2 dragons that might take it between Altaria and Garchomp. Ferguson Police Department, by the way, I thought that was a pretty clever name for a Blastoise with giant guns on his back. We're going to Mega Evolve and go for Hydro Pump here. Okay, so he is going to withdraw. I'm thinking a Dragon is going to come out. Oh, it's not. He's going to go to Skarmory. That's kind of a surprise. Maybe I'm not seeing something here, but I don't see the sense in switching into Skarmory at this point. I don't see it, because that's a physical wall, and obviously this Hydro Pump's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, wow. That was almost a one-hit KO. If I would have had Stealth Rocks up, remember I could have done that first turn when his Mamoswine protected, so that probably would have been the best play in that situation. I would have one-hit KO. Either way, though, doesn't make a lot of sense for me to hang out here. Messing around with anything. I think I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse because it has 100% accuracy and can KO from this range. And I do outspeed the Skarmory, so that's got to be a pretty slow Skarmory. I do have some speed investment in this Blastoise, but Mega Blastoise is quite slow. I guess Skarmory just happens to be slower. Or he just has no speed. He probably was max defense, max... judging by how much the Hydro Pump did, probably max HP, max defense. So the Skarmory is down. So in our first battle on the channel, we are up 1-0 to start, which is pretty good. Toxicroak is going to come out, and I don't know what I'm supposed to... Okay, so he's poison and fighting, so I think I have to worry about maybe the poison stab, poison jab. I'm tempted just to Dark Pulse. I don't know if I want to switch here. Let's see, what switch would be the best if I were to? Probably... You know what? I'm going to go into Crobat, I think, because if he runs either of his stab-type moves, I'm going to resist them, and I got Acrobatics in my back pocket that I can use in retaliation. So we're going to go to Crobat. He's going to Swords Dance. Swords Dance. So odds are he packs a Sucker Punch, because if you're going to set up with a Pokemon as slow as Toxicroak this early in the game, you better have a priority move. I'm not a fan of using setup moves unless this early in the game. You're just trying to kind of get some feel for the... I'm going to go for the Acrobatics. Okay, so Bullet Punch is a stab, and that's not going to do a lot. Nope, that's a dead Toxicroak. Early in a match, I don't like to set up. If you're going to do like a Swords Dance set or a Dragon Dance, it's typically best to wait until later in the battle. Early in the game, you kind of just want to get some good early and mid-game damage off, maybe some entry hazards, and kind of work on making sure that you have switch priority and establish position. If you're trying to set up that early, I mean, you got 6 Pokemon you got to blow through. Unless it's something that can really do some good mid-damage and there's some good benefit to running the Swords Dance or like Nasty Plot, something like that mid-game. Really, there are very few situations where it's a good decision. So it comes out with the Klefki. Probably going to be something weird, some status here. I don't really know if... I don't really like anything to get status. I think my best bet is to go out into Mighty Mike, my Heracross here. So that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. Because he has Gut, so if he tries to do anything... Okay, so he's going to Light Screen. Odds are that means he's a dual screener and the Reflect's going to come through next. Either way, I'm just going to go for damage here. I'm going to knock off. I'm going to try and knock off an item. That sounds like a good idea. It seems like a good idea. It seems like a good idea to knock off right now. And get rid of leftovers, probably. Light Play. Oh, Foul Play. Well played, my man. Except for it's not very effective. So even though my attack is monstrous, I forgot I have a Choice Band. That was a very rookie mistake. I would not have locked myself into this knowing if I had that information. Now that I do have that information, I have to switch because I can't sit here and just knock off because he will, you know, eventually KO me. Foul Play is bad. I can't bring in Jirachi, obviously, with the Foul Play lurking. I think my best play is to go into Chinaware. Yeah, I'm going to go back into Chinaware my Jirachi. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have Iron Head and Fire Punch, either one I could run. is going to have the dual screens up, which is actually kind of annoying because most of my team relies on damage right away, like right off the bat. There's not a lot of status or anything like that on my team. Do I want late game rocks? That kind of sounds like fun. What does he have left? The Skarmory is gone, so Ironhead is definitely going to be better at this point. And he has one Pokemon weak, no resists. So I think Ironhead is my best play. I think it is. I'm just going to go for the Ironhead. Oh, he's going to set up. He's going to set up some spikes, some nice mid/late game spike action. Ah, it's a crit! It's a crit! That is the first crit coming back. Maybe Fire Punch would do more damage. The 150 after super effective. Ironhead after stab is only 120. Fire Punch is the better move, and that will KO from this range. Tai? Okay. He did not. Wow. He didn't die. I guess it was a crit now that I think about it. That does make sense. At this point, he's going to go for another layer of spikes. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Blastoise, because since he has that little bit left, I can go back, and when he sets up that extra layer of spikes, I can go ahead and Rapid Spin and get rid of everything. Get rid of everything and KO his Klefki at the same time. And I'm also burning a little bit more time from those screens that are still up. And the more time that Klefki spends inside the battle, the better, because it's burning through screens that would otherwise be helping his offensive Pokemon like Garchomp and Altaria. So we're going to go... Okay, so he's going to Spikes, which is good, because I Rapid Spun. So it's going to get rid of all the hazards that he just set up, and I'm also going to KO Klefki. Will I? I didn't. I did not. But Reflect wore off, which is also bad, now that I think about it. It is bad, because he's going to be able to set it up again. I'm just going to keep Rapid Spinning, because at this point I don't really have a reason not to, in case he sets up some more spikes. And I'm sure at this point Rapid Spin has to take him out. I can't believe it didn't take him out. I couldn't even see the health bar from that low. It's got to take him out at this point. It does. Okay, so Klefki's going to go down. So we're in good position now. We're in good position. He's got 2 dragons left. And the good news is, unless one of them packs Dragon Dance, which this Altaria just might, I have free reign to Draco Meteor all over his team with my Choice Scarf Hydreigon. So I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Pulse here, because why not? Why wouldn't I? I don't think he can KO me with any move at this point, so Dragon Pulse appears to be the best move. God, I love Mega Altaria. Just this big, puffy... Oh, shoot! I forgot. Mega Altaria. Oh, this is bad. Okay. This is bad. This suddenly got really bad. That was a bad play. Whew, that was a bad play. What do I do now? What do I do now? This is a bad situation. I might lose. I might get swept at this point because that play was so bad. On the other hand, I didn't think I would have to pack for Mega Altaria. I don't know. Is Mega Altaria UU? It might be. It might be. Okay, so this thing resists all of my stabs, so I could go out into any number of things. I don't think it's going to matter. I don't have any Trick User. I don't have status. I just have damage. I just have damage. I think I have to just go into Crobat and taunt him, so that in case he has like a Dragon Dance or something, he can't at least boost his attack, and he can't roost. So I think getting a taunt off is the best thing I can do at this point. He is at +6 now. +6! Oh, that's so bulky. That's bad. This is a bad situation. I thought we were in great shape, but we're actually in bad shape. Even though the score says 6-3, it's not good. I think my opponent might be in some good shape. Hyper Voice is gonna not do that much. Okay, so we're gonna U-turn out with the knowledge that he's gonna Hyper Voice into something that can take a Hyper Voice really well. That's gonna do like 2 damage. Yeah. Oof. God, that's terrible. Okay, what do I do now? What do I do now with the knowledge that the Hyper Voice is coming in? I think it's time to sack something. Oh, man. This is bad because both of my special attackers, all of their attacks are resisted. I got a fire, dark, dragon, water, another dragon, and another dark, which is really not great. I gotta go into Chinaware, I guess. I don't know if I have an answer. This was a bad misplay. This is a bad misplay on my part. I don't know if I have anything for the Mega Altaria, but we'll try. We'll see what we can do. I might just have to wait for a crit. Or try to Iron Head my way through him, is the other choice. Let's see how much an Iron Head does. I'm just going to do that. Just going to do that. It's not going to do a lot. But he did flinch. But that doesn't matter, because I can't flinch my way through when he has Roost. He's just going to Roost off the damage. Taunt wore off. I think I'm just going to Iron Head. I don't have any other play at this point. I have to see what else he has in his... My only chance is I can flinch through his team. That's it. I have to be able to flinch through the Altaria. Those are my best odds. Or a critical hit with Iron Head might be enough to KO. So hopefully if I can keep Iron Heading and forcing him to keep using Roost, there's a 10% chance of a crit. So if I can grab a crit, or if he flinches one more time, this is really hacksy. I don't like winning this way, but when it's my only option, it's the only thing I can really do. So if he flinches one more time, we'll be in good shape. Otherwise, he'll Roost off, and I'm going to have to keep fishing for a crit. Oh, that's bad luck. Flinchrachi, man, what can you say? What can you say? Sometimes he just bails you out. So unfortunately for my opponent, and lucky for maybe it's good luck for the channel, he is going to switch out. He is going to switch out because he has the option now at this point to... he can Roost off that damage and reset that Cotton Guard again. Okay, so that was a critical hit. The problem is now I always have to have something on the field that can outspeed that Mega Altaria. Because if I do not, he can come in and Roost off that damage. I'm guessing an Earthquake's coming. What do I do with that information, though? I think I gotta stay in. No, I don't stay in. That's stupid. Or do I stay in? I think I stay in. I think I don't stay in. Because I can't go for a Draco Meteor anymore. I'm trying to look ahead to when that Altaria comes back in, because I can't have a slower Pokemon or something that can't KO it. The only thing that I can have on the field when that Mega Altaria comes back in to have a shot is Jirachi. So I have to keep Jirachi. I can't let him die. So I'm going to go off into X because I don't really need him for anything anymore. And once again, that's my Crobat. And I'm just going to, hopefully he went for Earthquake. He went for Fire Blast. I'm surprised by that. Well, either way, X is going to faint. So I get a free switch into something now, into something. And that something has to be Puppeteer. And I have to use Dark Pulse. Because at this point, there's just not much else I can do. I can't risk going for a Draco Meteor and having him switch. So we're going to use a Dark Pulse. Oh, he's locked in. This is a Choice Scarf. And he's going to stay in? That's actually a big surprise. I would have thought he would have switched out for sure if he was locked into Fire Blast. So basically what he was saying there was I'm going to sacrifice... What he knows, I think, is that his Mega Altaria is his only ticket to win this game at this point. And so, I guess it doesn't really matter what he has in. So Mamoswine's going to come back out. I think I'm going to switch. Because I can't... I am going to switch. I'm going to go into Mighty Mike. Mighty Mike the Heracross. And I'm going to go ahead and resist any ground type move he's going to throw at me. That actually did quite a bit. That did a lot. I think he's going to 2-hit KO with Earthquake. I shouldn't have switched. It's bad. Jeez. What do I do now? I guess I close combat. I have to. I'm going to close combat. Ice Shards. I think he might have been faster than me. I don't know if my opponent knew that. Wow! It's a crit! It's a critical hit. That's a crit. And that's the dead Heracross. So now, what I'm going to have to do... Let's go into Victini. The hammer! My Japanese little Victini friend. And let's start spamming V-Creates. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to... What should I do here? What should I do here? What should I do? I think I'm just going to Flare Blitz. That's the best move. I'm going to Flare Blitz. Because I can't have V-Create lowering my speed when the Mega Altaria comes in. And I think that's also going to be the move that does the most damage to the Mega Altaria when it comes back in. Now my only hope is that I can KO the Mega Altaria from the range it's at, and I hope I outspeed. I am Jolly, and I am Choice Banded. So it all comes down to this. Otherwise, I don't think I'm going to be able to flinch through him again like I did the last time. Okay, so he forfeited. He did know that I had the match in hand. It was a great match. Thank you, Brian. Once again, please subscribe. Please like the video. Once again, to my subscribers out there, anyone that subscribes, doesn't matter when you subscribe, every 2 weeks I will randomly give away 1 copy of Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire fully loaded. Comes with all sorts of competitive Pokemon. It's going to be a great time, and you're really going to enjoy it. I know you will. So, if you want to enjoy some more battle videos, hopefully learn a little bit, give me some advice too in the comment section. Let me know what I did wrong in this battle, what I should do in the future, team suggestions, what you liked, what you didn't like, anything. Just the interaction is great. So go ahead and leave some feedback. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, I guess that's all I have. So until next time, have a good day, take it easy, and enjoy PokemonKing.com.